Well, hello there, and this is Auntie. Child, I had to put my hat on. And I am here to do my rant of Sister Wives, Season 18, Tell All, Part 4. According to David, Cody wears his feelings on his sleeves. Are y'all ready to get into this? Let's do it!
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie. Everybody needs
with a whoop whoop and a boop boop.
auntie that everybody needs.
You can't make this up.
Now you know that these are some crazy motherfuckers.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie.
So why even bother?
Aunties and lives, sweet old auntie. Aunties and ways. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Well, welcome back, everybody. And this is Yo Auntie. And if this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for hitting that subscribe button and joining this family. To all of my nieces, nephews, and my members, let me bring this mic over here, who have been here with me for the long haul. Thank you all so much for your continued support. I want to shout out my members real quick. Hello there. KRR Kirby Jam 13. No, that's Kirby. Okay, Kirby JM13. Hello there, Pamela Cleveland, our resident experts. Hello, Creole girl. Let me go up. Hey, Sheila. Hold on. It's not letting me go up. Wait, I gotta go up. Come on, system. Work with me. Let's go. Come on, system. Work with me. There's our Dot. Hey, Dot. Oh, my goodness. Aileen. Hey, Bring Joy. Yeah, y'all drop it down there because the system is not letting me go back up. I see Sheila, Miss Kelly, Raydella, Randy, Yazelle, CRG Toxic. Hey, C. Becky. Hey, Just Scrapping. Hey, y'all. Hey. Hey, y'all. Hey, Trey. Hey, Chanel. Hi, boo. Hey there, y'all. Okay, y'all. Thank you for dropping y'all names down here. Hey, Tonette. Hey. The system is not working. Y'all. Oh, my God. So did we go out with a bang or did we go out with a fizzle? That's something that you have got to, determine within yourself, honey. Did we go out with a bang or with a fizzle? Okay. I thought this was a good episode. I was pleasantly surprised that I was excited about meeting David. And I thought that David came in and really impressed me. I don't know about y'all, but he really did. I just, at first, last week when we recapped this, I was like, I don't really want to see no damn David and I don't want to see the wedding. But honey, I am so excited about seeing the wedding now. Like, I really am excited. Hey, Sheila. Hey, Miss Kelly 29. Hey, sweet Heavenly Dove. Hey, y'all. Hey. So, we opened up the episode with Cody's narcissism. And I know that people say that Cody was a narcissist, right? But I just did not I saw it, but I didn't see it. And I didn't think that he was as bad as he is. But he has made Christine's whole relationship about him, bitch. How in the whole hell do you make somebody's relationship about you, call him Machiavellian, and then sit there and say that if Christine is really in love, in order for you to believe it, she would have to stop talking about Robin? The two ain't the same thing, bitch. She could talk about Robin till her last breath. And it ain't got to do with her not being in love with David. That's manipulative, it's narcissistic, and it's just trying to continue to take up for Robin. And then for Cody to come out there and say that Christine is talking about having the kids agree with her and all of that. The kids are not two. They are grown fucking people and they see what's going on. You cannot. Hey, Lisa Lynn. I saw somebody else. Hold on, because I want to give my, hey, Chanel. Hey, boo. Trying to get y'all as y'all come in. And as I see y'all in the comments, I'm just like, and then you're trying to make it, Cody's trying to make, okay. So I got to calm down. So we opened up this episode with the bullshit with Cody being asked whether or not, he's met David. He said he met David and all that kind of stuff. And David, was, basically, he met him for a short period of time and he was really having this conversation with Robin and Robin liked him. Janelle, of course, loves him, right? She had talked about an incident where Christine was saying that, where Janelle was saying that Christine was saying that she had never felt like this, never been loved like this and all that kind of stuff. And Janelle really did not want to tell her business. But then we go into Cody and Christine, and then we go back to the meeting that they had after their, I guess, 4 months where they hadn't talked to each other after Christine left. And Christine was making a joke about something that Gwendolyn said. And, he was saying that he wished her the best, but, and every time he wishes her the best, it's always a but. Cody wanted Christine and everybody to keep everything as status quo while he ran over to Robin's house every fucking day. He said that Christine destroyed his dream. Bitch, what dream? I was so, and I shouldn't have been, but I must admit, I was so shocked that he said, he really wanted it to be status quo. He wanted these women to be in a loveless relationship with his sorry ass to fulfill a dream of his. And they're supposed to forego for the rest of their lives happiness, love, intimacy, compassion, support, financial freedom. They supposed to forego all that for Cody to be fulfilled. He gets mad at Christine because he felt like Christine was laughing about the COVID. And she was like, look, I was laughing about what Gwendolyn said, but you can stay there. You can stay stuck. And he was like, you take pride and joy in me being angry with you and disliking you. Because he said, I wanted to, give you one of these. And Christine was like, no, that ain't it. It really does bother me that after all of this time, after all this time and all that we've been through, you stuck in hate. But you mad because you feel like I fucked up the family and I took your kids away. The only kid that did not have the capacity, not fully, okay, because she had some. The only child that had the capacity to not clearly understand what was going on in that relationship was Truly. All the rest of them was good and goddamn grown. So you can't sit there and say that Christine destroyed the family and put your kids away. And now you talk about, and I am going to be mad and unforgiving about this until they talk to me. Bitch, nobody is kissing the ring anymore but Robin and her kids. And that's if her kids are kissing the ring. Nobody gives a fuck about you, Cody. Everybody sees you. Nobody's kissing the ring. How dare you try to put the weight? And then when she said, so are you saying that Christine is responsible for destroying the family? No, it's on me because I was with a woman that I didn't love and give a fuck about, but I didn't want her to leave. I wanted her to stay in this loveless relationship for the rest of her life in order for me. Oh my God. Okay, calm down, Auntie. In order for me to look like I was something, in order for them to continue to funnel their money into my hand and Robin's hand, I wanted these bitches to stay. Who even thinks that way? Cody Brown. And then he thinks that he's a good man, Savannah. You got a good man, Savannah. Ain't nothing wrong with me. I have no accountability in this. These are these fucked up women that I didn't love. That I wanted them to stay. How dare Christine wake the fuck up and leave me? How dare she? How dare Janelle say, I don't want to reconcile. I don't want you in my bed. I remember when Christine put him out of the bed and she said, my bed is a sacred place, mother, and ain't nothing going on in this bed. So therefore, I'm not asking your permission. I'm telling you, you can't sleep with me no more. Hey, Brooke. He's nothing. He is nothing. He cares nothing about these women. And the love that he says he has for Robin, I don't believe it exists. I believe that Robin has been a scapegoat for Cody, and I do not think Cody loved Robin. I don't give a damn how much he stays with her. I don't care how much he takes care. He doesn't have the capacity to love her because he has been lying for 17 seasons. He's finally starting to tell the truth about who he is. And now he's got to be. Christine has to make him be a raggedy mother in order for David to love her. David said, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I ain't paid attention to that. Christine is all that in a bag of chips. She's everything I've ever wanted in a woman. I've been in a relationship before. I was married. I think he said for 11, 20 years, and she passed away, and he been single for 11. He said he dated for a while, and then after he stopped dating, he finally got on the site. He saw Christine on there. He said he started to swipe left on her ass. But he said, no, let me see. And the daughter felt like he was being catfished, and he went out with Christine on a date. And he says that Christine stalked him and said, Mother, you taking me out? And everything that Christine wanted. She wanted a man that was a biker, bald head, has that rough, that rough, what is the name of that damn movie? Because I'm getting ready to review it. She wanted one of them kind of men. And she manifested what she wanted. And he manifested what he wanted. Christine said, I've always loved Disney. I've always loved Disney movies, but I couldn't even share that with him. She said he wanted the bubbly Christine. And when I sat up there and I laughed in his motherfucking face, it felt good being Cruella de Vil. It felt good being a villain. She said it felt wonderful. I was delighted to finally laugh at him, and I didn't have to sit around. Can y'all imagine? She said, I didn't have to sit around and say, oh, poor Cody no more. She said, I was free to laugh and drag his Irish. She was free. Can you imagine how much bondage that had to been? Then they were asked the question whether or not they believe that Robin wants to be in a polygamous relationship or if she wants monogamy. Christine said, well, I mean, she tried to skirt around it. Suki was like, look, this didn't already hit the fan. Let's go ahead on and talk about it. She was like, hell no, she don't want to be monogamous. If she did, she wouldn't have kept Cody away from all the family. She wouldn't have sucked up all the time. When Cody had sat up there and said that Christine was the cause. But he wanted them really to be in a loveless relationship. Y'all, that shocked me. This month had a dream. What was his dream? And his dream didn't include anybody but him. What a selfish mother. I wonder if Cody ever even loved his kids. Because the way that he's cut them off, it seems almost impossible. When they showed the kids sitting around and talking to Christine about her going out and dating and stuff, and Christine said, the reason why I knew I had to leave this relationship and I started counting my coins and buying stuff was because I did not want my children to continue to see me in a relationship with someone who didn't even love me. And by Cody's own admission, he never loved her. She said, I couldn't look my kids in the eyes with this fake bullshit no more. It was embarrassing and humiliating to me at the core of being a woman and a human being that I'm with someone who doesn't even want to kiss me. So he said, well, how do you know he didn't want to? Because she said, She said, when we would have different occasions come up, I'll be like, let's just go somewhere and make out. And he'd be like, no, let's not do that. She said she didn't even walk down the aisle for her own fucking wedding. Bitch, I'm going to walk down the aisle. I don't care if I have to walk backwards. And this is what Cody wanted them. How can he not think that these women would look at Robin as one of the root cause issues and problems in their relationship? And I want to feel sorry for Robin because you stuck with him that you love. You know that he's in a pathetic place with Mary. He's in a pathetic place with Mary. And he just tagged bringing all these other women along. And you can't say because he's playing this role for the sake of getting a coin. For his dream. His fucking dream. Let me drop this link for Pam and Kevin. I don't even know if they're here. I think Pam was here earlier. Don't know if she's still here, but let's see. Okay, so why is it doing it? Okay. What's going on? Okay. It's not letting me drop the link. Let me stop before this thing shut me down. What's going on? It is not. Let me leave this alone before we crash and burn. So Cody wants to be at war with David. He wants to still have control and manipulate the relationship. I can't refresh Vibrant while y'all on here. It's going to shut this whole thing down. Stream y'all don't work like that, boo. But thank you for the suggestion. But hell no, y'all will be gone in an abyss, honey. Cody sees the conversation between his children. Christine is not leading them in this conversation. She's having a real authentic relationship with her kids. Her kids have been around long enough to see. Even when we go back to the rewatch, these kids was complaining about Cody not being there. Cody, we now know, melted his ring down and did not give a damn about them. But yet and still, he wants to say that he would have a conversation with David if they became friends. Why is he even thinking to have a relationship with David? Because he wants to control the narrative of Christine's life. He wants to control what Christine says and what she doesn't say. Janelle, when asked whether or not Robin wanted to be monogamous, said, I will bet you $1,000 that Cody and Robin will not be bringing another wife in. Sookie asked the question, Cody, would y'all be looking for another wife? Cody said, nah. When Robin was asked the question, now here we come looking to see whether or not she's trying to pass a turd or whether or not she's trying to cry. We know it's the latter, bitch. But we just hoping that she's going to pass a turd. She sits there and says, well, for Cody, I'm going to have to say yes, but I just think it's disrespectful. I'm sorry, what? Now it's disrespectful? But it wasn't disrespectful before? What the fuck are we doing here? Where are we? Now it's disrespectful that you live a monogamous life and you need them to sit you down off camera to tell you that. Ain't nobody having a conversation with you on camera or off. You get what you get. If you catch an interview on ETV, bitch, you got to look at social media to find out. They all have left him. He's yours by yourself. This is what you practiced for. This is what you wanted. This is what you fought for. Now, all of a sudden, you need fucking permission? So you didn't need permission when he was getting up out somebody else's bed and running over there to take your kids in the morning when he knew damn well he was supposed to be at their house for 3 days and 3 nights? Now, all of a sudden, you need their permission. Get out of here. This is what you wanted. Ain't nobody giving you no more permission than what they've already said. You snatched and took what you wanted. Continue. Now it's disrespectful. So that means you've been disrespectful for 18 fucking seasons. You've been disrespectful for 18 seasons. because you have damn near had Cody to yourself. Let's just go ahead on and keep it a $100 out this mother. We're not going to play around with this. Janelle, you will never owe Suki $1,000. Please be with Robin until Robin ain't with him. And I'm telling you right now, I may be wrong, bitch. And if I'm wrong, I'll admit it. But I don't see Robin staying with Cody. Because Bill was in the chase. He had the audacity to say that he hoped that Christine picked good. And he vetted Robin. How? When? You don't know nothing about her husband. Come to find out that the husband was Ken and Christine. When Suki says something to Christine, hear me. When Suki says something to Christine about whether or not she believed that Robin wants monogamy, and Christine said yes. And Cody was asked a question, and he said, Christine don't know Robin. Christine knew Robin before fucking Mary did. Because Robin was married to Christine's family member. Christine did know her. Allegedly, Christine has said, I know this bitch, and she ain't about nothing. She is trying to be on the show. Because as Pamela Cleveland, one of our resident experts, has said, Christine was the mastermind behind the show. So Christine's family, cousins, mother, sister, all of them, they knew about this. And Robin was married to a family member. Her husband. Is his name Jessup? Or whatever the fuck his name is. So Christine did know Robin. And that's why she was fearful and didn't want the bitch in there. She knew Robin did not have the best intentions. So how the fuck did you sit there and vet her? No, you didn't. But you want Christine to vet the man that she manifested? He's everything she wanted. And when she saw him, she said, oh, bitch, oh no, I'm going to stalk him. What you won't be doing is swiping left on my ass. He didn't vet Robin. When they were asked whether or not they was going to get invited to the wedding, Mary knew she wasn't coming, bitch. It didn't even concern Mary that she wasn't coming. Excuse me, y'all. Let me charge my phone. Cody tried to make this about him by saying that if him and David are friends and David comes to him, bitch, what an imagination. And complains about Christine because that's what men do. He gonna tell him, you can't talk to me. She said, oh no. Suki said, oh no. Now you know what? I know they got my tongue tied up in this month, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I ain't going with that. I'm not going along with that, bitch. That ain't happening, Captain. David don't give a fuck about you. He ain't mad at you. He just said two people, hey, oh, he did? Oh, he did? Well, you know, my life been on TV for years. Okay, and David had nothing ill to even say about Cody other than the fact that he wears his feelings on his sleeve and he wants to be heard. David said everything I wanted in a woman she got. Christine said that she didn't know whether or not she could kiss or any of that stuff because she was with a man who did not even want to kiss her, let alone be intimate. She said kissing shouldn't have to lead to anything. But the only time that it seems like he wanted to kiss her, according to what Christine said, I read through it, bitch, is that the only time he wanted to kiss her was when he wanted some. But this was his dream. He was mad at Christine because she left. He feels like Christine is pitting the kids against him when he refuses to see them. How is he so blind? How? Who? Robin, you're not going to have anyone sit down with you off camera and give you permission to be the bitch that you are. You've been this bitch for years. Without anybody's permission, continue to be the bitch. See, because I'm telling you right now, everything you wanted and you and Cody's dream has dried up. And now you left with their garbage that they threw out. You're left with the garbage they threw out, bitch. So we meet David. David comes out, and David is a lovely guy, very, very handsome. I loved his pure white as a driven snow beard. And he and Christine did not kiss each other. Now, I noticed that. When he came out, they greeted with a hug, but they didn't kiss. And Christine, in that moment, y'all, I wanted to pause it there. Christine was very uncomfortable. I noticed it. I don't know if y'all picked it up, but I picked it up. I picked that up, that Christine was uncomfortable. So we got an opportunity to find out. Hey there, Pam.
Hey, Auntie. Hey, cousin.
How are you?
Oh, I'm wonderful.
Good. You getting ready to go to Tokyo?
Yes, 5:30 a.m. Saturday morning.
Well, you have a great Christmas there. So you're going to be spending the holidays in Tokyo.
Yeah, Christmas and New Year's.
That is fantastic. Are you going with a group or you going with your family?
Oh no, just my husband and I.
Oh,
Yeah, we always travel for Christmas and New Year's.
that's what I'm starting to do. Um, like I'm definitely going away, but I'm gonna do something close to home because I ain't really prepared out the way I should have. But
I
that's
just booked this on Monday.
well, you got money like that.
Okay, all right.
You got money like that.
Mm.
LaDawn, this link is only for Pamela and Kevin. You
I
must
know
be
where
new.
Kevin at. He was down there in the chat. Get up here, Kevin.
Thank you though, Boo, for coming up. I ain't see Kevin in the chat.
Yeah, I saw him down there. He was in the chat.
Must have been a long time ago. Because usually he be running his mouth. He ain't on here.
He commented right before me. He was in the chat.
Okay. So now we meet David. Did you enjoy meeting David?
I did.
I did too.
I've been following ever since David came on the scene. And I'm like, I couldn't wait because we had never heard his voice because he had
No,
never been interviewed. We just hearing about his story and seeing pictures. So I love hearing his conversation. And I thought he interviewed very well.
I did too. I
And
did too.
and he will be the kind of man, people were speculating that, oh, he will shut Cody down in a heartbeat. I don't think Cody gonna get nothing on him.
Nothing. And Christine was just smitten with him, and he's smitten with Christine. And I
Yeah,
love their date. And he said she just full of life and love. And and he found that out when he took her, to go and see Let It Go. What it was that? I can't remember what Disney movie that is. But he said that, she just full of life. And he was like, this is the kind of person. And then when they brought up the fact that Cody said she was Machiavellian, he was like, I know people. I've been around people. This guy got what, 8 kids and 10 grandkids?
yeah. Cody thought he was gonna have some control in their relationship. Like you said, he made their relationship about him. How you inserted yourself in their relationship?
Yes,
That's
he.
my hey Kevin. I saw Kevin down there.
Hey, I'm running late. I was at a Christmas hibachi party.
Oh, okay.
Um,
How did you like Tell All Part 4?
ew, ew, it was a B for me.
Well,
Um,
B is a good grade because I
okay,
thought it
Yeah,
was
he is
excellent.
good.
Yeah.
it was a B. It was like, okay, we saw Robin. She tried to put on the show and say, oh, I need their permission because I still consider them my sister wives. And it's like, girl, how? They don't want
When?
you. They don't want to do anything with you. They don't even
She don't want
entertain you.
them either. She got
Right.
put on the spot. She didn't know what else to say. I think she
Yeah.
made that up. She
Right.
Yes.
made that up.
Yeah, I
Like,
believe she made that up. I totally believe she made that up. But it
Kevin,
was
how
just
did you?
funny. It was
How
like,
how did you like? Okay, I'm gonna let you finish, but I want you to keep in mind. Keep hold what you're thinking,
yeah,
but I also want you to come back with how did you like meeting David?
David is an upstanding dude. I will give her props for that because she finally probably found somebody that is going to tolerate all of her crazy, right, wrong, or indifferent.
You did
But
not say
he's not.
tolerate.
But he is not going to let her get too far out of the box. Like it's nice to have a man who will let you see all the colors of the crayon box. But when it's time to reel it in, he'll probably be like, all right, now that's enough. Go sit down somewhere. You
I
know what I mean?
don't
Like
think she
that's the
stepped
kind of
out
man.
there that far. I mean, she was stifled so much that people are now seeing her express herself.
Mm.
So you looking at that as the crazy. I think the crazy was when she was so subdued
Yeah,
as
she was
part
very
of
subdued.
when she was in the family. That's when she couldn't be herself. I love her being herself.
Me too.
I do, and
Did
I
you see
do
the
love.
podcast interview with her?
No,
Mm.
Oh my God, you gotta watch it. She just did it yesterday. There's a Heather McDonald. They interviewed her. Just interviewed just her and Christine talking like girlfriends. Girl, Christine didn't hold nothing back.
oh, I gotta see
She
that.
it's a
Where's
great.
it at?
It's on YouTube. Google Heather McDonald. It's a podcast. And it's Christine and her talking. And she asked a lot of the questions that fans want to know. And Christine said the turning point for her and Cody's marriage when he didn't go to Isabel's surgery. She said when he told Isabel, I can't leave my family. And Isabel came to her and said, well, what am I? I thought he was my father. When he told Isabel he couldn't go to her surgery because he couldn't be away from his family. That hurt
Oh,
Isabel, and Christine said that was the turning point in their marriage, and she knew then it was over.
that would have turned it for me.
Me too.
That would have turned it for me.
And so, when you're looking at your kids, but it was a very raw interview. Christine was like on it, and she was just laughing and just, I mean, telling it all.
I
Yeah, you
like
got
the
to,
freedom that she's walking in.
yes,
It's very attractive on her.
absolutely. That's what I'm saying. And she said, called Robin. Heather asked her about Robin needing her to come off camera and tell them that she got permission. She said she think I'm gonna come to her and say, Your Majesty, I give you permission to be happy. She talking about that is never gonna happen.
Exactly.
She laughed.
I knew that wasn't gonna happen because I wouldn't have done it.
Christine thought it was comical. Oh, she cracked up. She said,
Yeah,
"Oh, Your Highness think." She said, "Your Highness think I'm coming to her saying, Your Majesty, I give you permission to be happy."
but I think if anybody is going to watch the next episode, which comes out Christmas Eve or something,
Mhm,
Yeah,
mhm.
it's every
I
Sunday.
think I think we're gonna get a glimpse of Robin's true colors because I noticed in that preview They went through all of the ladies and they were like, did you get an invitation? Did you not get an invitation? And there's a section where Robin and Coda are sitting somewhere, and Robin goes, oh, I guess we didn't get an invitation, but we're happy for her, aren't we? And you see probably how she behaves off camera. Because, see, had she been sitting in that one on one, she would have tried to get some tears going, which I don't understand. She said, notice though, she says only 3 words, looks up, squeezes her eyes, and then she can't get the words out. Go back and check. It's like you know what I mean? Like every question doesn't require you to have a
To
tearful
cry.
moment. She like you could ask Robin on camera. So what did you all eat for breakfast? She takes a deep sigh
And
and
her
she
head
goes,
goes up.
well,
Don't
and
forget
then
the
she looks up,
head.
right? Head goes up. She blinks hard. And then maybe we had, I just don't know, breakfast eggs, maybe a little bacon because, you know, Solomon
Wait,
can't have bacon. He's
okay,
gluten.
wait a minute. No, you forgot a part. Have me. Hey, you gotta have me reach for a napkin.
Yeah, reach for a napkin. Yeah. Yeah, you
And
gotta reach for a napkin.
now your
And you
outer eye, your inner eye.
right.
Yeah, she do
Yeah.
that first.
You
She
gotta
always do that underneath like that, like something dripping.
right. I'm like, girl. I'm like, at some point when they go to break, girl, just poke yourself in the eye. Just poke yourself in the eye and do something. But I will say though, like when I think about it, I think David is right for Christine. I think he probably keeps her grounded. I
Yeah,
think he allows her to do what she wants to do. I think he also is not one of those guys that's going like if we gonna have an argument, we gonna have an argument here and now and dead it at the end of this argument. So if you mad about something, what you mad about? We're not leaving this situation until I understand what the problem is. So
yeah. She
I think,
said that. She said that.
mhm.
She
And so
said that when he
that's really
asked her.
good
Yeah, I think so too. I agree because
because I'm definitely the type. Like if I have an argument with you, or if I'm mad with you, or if you're mad with me, I will ask you twice, what's the issue? You tell me you don't have nothing once. I'll say to you again, what's the issue? Because what you're not going to do is bring it up 3 months later.
yes,
What you're not going to do is try to throw a little slick shot
I
three
hate that
months
too.
later.
Oh God, I
Because
hate.
at that point, we about to have some furniture moving.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
because if I'm asking you, I'm allowing you to have the door to say your piece. Get it off your chest. Because I don't walk around in eggshells in my house. Not me.
And I like the fact that even how he proposed, how he said that she didn't even see it coming.
I'm glad.
And
Well,
Exactly.
mm-hmm.
well, she probably didn't see that marriage to Cody coming either. Just let him tell it. But I found it interesting, though. I will give Cody a little bit of somewhat decency, maybe a half a point. For him to be bold enough now, or to claim that if we do, because she did ask, are you going plural? He said no. But then he backpedaled a little bit on it and was like, well, I wouldn't want to do it because I would have to tell the other women that I'm not going to be in love with you like I love Robin. And
I
I
thought that was
thought,
some bullshit.
and I thought,
I don't give him no credit for that
I
because
well,
thought
that's
that was
just
some
him.
bullshit.
That was just part of him being an ass. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
and I was just like, well,
Mm-mm.
here's the
Kevin, I
thing.
can't
Maybe
believe
that's a
you
new,
fell for that, Kevin.
no,
The
I just
moment
thought
I
maybe it
thought
was a
he
new
was going to be
storyline.
decent when he said that he took responsibility for the fall of the marriage, and
He
I
took my
thought
money.
finally he gonna stay for all that he don't,
He
how he
took mine.
treated them and all the shit he said and did and blah blah blah. But instead he turns around and say, "Oh, I take responsibility because I never should have married a woman I didn't love."
Yeah,
I'm
because
like,
even Cookie
really?
was like, oh my gosh. She was like, wow.
Yeah, because he has to say something nice, but it's always going to be undermine this.
True.
You know what I mean? Like,
With a but.
oh, right, Christine, I'm glad that Christine has a relationship with David, but, she has to trash me. Christine ain't talking about you.
And neither is
Christine
David.
Christine is laughing about the fact that she is like, God damn, I put up with this bullshit for 26 years when I didn't really have to. Like, what was I thinking?
And that's
What
what
was
she
I
talked
really
about in
thinking?
that interview. She said that in the interview, and she talked about the fall of the marriage when they moved from Vegas to Flagstaff. She was saying that when they were in Vegas, how when they were on the cul-de-sac, there that's when their marriages really started deteriorating, and that they all lived separately and the family was getting more and more divided. And that's why, because interviewer asked her why did she move to Flagstaff, whose idea was it, who found Coyote Pass. She
Robin's?
never answered who found Coyote Pass, but she did say that she went along with it because she thought it was like a last ditch effort to get the family back united. And she asked her about living in the one home. She was very explicit about that, more so than she even was on the show. She thought that was never gonna happen, and basically because she was like she would have felt trapped
Hmm.
because if
You
they
talking
were
about that home that Cody was trying to build?
yeah, and he wanted, remember on Kai, he wanted it to build a one big house with all of them, and
Yeah.
Christine was the one very adamant she was living in the one house again. And she said, I wasn't going to be in a house and watch him spend all his time with Robin.
Right. Who would
But
want to
was
live
it?
like that?
But the thing about it, he said that Christine messed up his dream. Can y'all tell me what was his dream?
To have the big plural family. He just wanted to be a polygamist and have this plural family. He didn't care nothing about the women being happy. They were property. He
Correct.
looked at them as like he owned them and they were property. And how dare they decide they wanted something for themselves? So his dream was, who wouldn't like, you got three wives out there working, bringing in money, contributing to the family, and you get to spend it all. He the one controlled all the money. They just put in the pot. You heard Mary say when she finally decided to speak up that she didn't know that how he felt about her, and yet she was still contributing to the
Yeah,
family. So
true.
for 10 years, he out there telling the whole world Mary can go find her another man. He ain't never getting back together with her. And yet but he's still taking her money. You ain't stopped her from contributing to the family pot to say, I don't consider you a wife. You don't consider me a wife, but you still want my money. I mean, Cody goes to so many lows. It's just amazing.
He does. He
Yes, he
And
does.
for
does.
and
And
then
what
the
He
was
whole
does.
delusion from that conversation, the clip that he watched when they were telling Christine about dating again, and McKelty was saying that she's a beautiful woman. It's not your fault that dad didn't love you. I want you to be happy. Cody saw that as his,
they're attacking me?
yeah, of
She
McKelty shit
turned,
talking him. I said,
yeah,
how was that? She's telling her mother that she's beautiful and not to blame herself for being in a marriage where her husband didn't love her. And Cody took that. See, got my kids. She turning them
Yeah.
against me. And
he
I'm
sure
like,
did.
what did he hear that different than what I heard?
Well, what he heard was something negative against him. It doesn't matter. She could have said that he had on the wrong color blue. He would have heard it much more differently than the rest of us. But what I find fascinating is that through all of these years, you don't look back, sir, and see the wrong that you did to your children. You don't
Mm-mm.
see
Mm-mm.
how you put
Mm-mm.
up, you know, because
Mm-mm.
who knows what the rules were before COVID. You get what I'm saying? Like, what did we really know before you put the rules out on COVID? But anytime as a father who does not, who we watched his daughter have her spinal cord or her vertebrae continuously get crooked to where I think at one point it was almost at 50%, to where this girl probably was going to be paralyzed if they didn't fix it. As a father, you choose to stay home when your child is having a stranger. I get it, it's a doctor, but a stranger cut open her back
Mm-hmm.
and
He
put
said he
things
couldn't
in
leave
there.
his family.
And you don't understand why the
Mm.
children trash talk you. You don't understand why when your children don't mess with you because they can't talk to you man to man about the behavior that Robin exudes because you ready to quote unquote fight. And you know you're not about that life, Cody Brown. You ain't fighting. Because if you was, you would have showed up. Because here's the thing, if you was a fighter, you know where all them kids live. Show up to the door, pull up. Pull up to the door.
He really and the thing about it is just I think that the thing that most shocked me out of the whole episode was him saying and trying to manipulate Christine that if she is really in love,
She'll
the
stop
only
trash
way
talking me
she'll stop trashing Robin, that ain't got nothing to do
to
with her
do.
being in
Right.
love or not.
I hope it's real because he was like, because she was like, well, it appears. She's like, I'm telling you, Cody, Christine is in love. I see it in her face. I see it in her movement. Well, I hope that's true because if she really is, then that means she has to not trash talk me. That'll, and notice he kept saying, that'll prove, that'll prove that she is really in love because she doesn't have to
Manipulation.
trash talk me.
It's
Cause he
manipulation
think
Sir,
he
to
got
get her to
some
come talk.
control.
sir, you
Yeah,
don't have, at this point, sir, you have no control. The only
none,
control you have is what Robin
none.
lets you control. And I have a feeling that Robin may try if it would probably, if they get with the network and if the network come up with some ideas, I think they would go with a 2 more year if they can, at least 2 more years of them discussing the possibility of a sister wife or watching what he has spoken about in the one-on-one with regard to vetting, right? Like what is your vetting? Because you claim you didn't do it before. So now we can spend another season of watching you maybe vet women, right? And let's see if you really gonna sit on camera and tell a whole grown woman, you know what? I'm willing to get into this relationship with you, but I'm gonna tell you now, I'm not going to love you any more than Christine, and I mean any more than Robin. And not only that, I still expect you to contribute. I still expect you to contribute and take your money, but I'm not going to love. I dare him to say some bullshit like that.
But I don't think that he love. I'm telling you, I don't think that Cody is capable of loving. Narcissistic people like that don't love for love. They love for things. They love
Correct.
for power. They love for. I don't think that he loves her the way like a man really like loves a woman. I just don't.
Cause I don't think so either because he's too misogynistic.
He
Very
is.
Cody,
much.
I don't see him valuing Robin the way he says. I just don't see it.
Me either.
That's why Robin is miserable. You see the way, I mean, she is
Oh,
not
she
aging
absolutely miserable.
gracefully.
Honey,
She is
she.
miserable. And Christine even said that in that interview. What you see with Heather? That now she says managing Cody is a lot. He's a lot of work. And she says part of with Robin right now, she said part of is her having to have Cody to herself.
Mhm.
It's, it's
I'm
part of
gonna
the
have to
reason.
look at that interview.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're
I
gonna
brought it up.
discuss
I'm gonna
that.
look at it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
got to
I'm
do an
like,
after watch in the membership on that
I'm,
one.
I'm like,
Mhm.
Christine was, she was, she was just very frank. She was telling it.
But she get to
Because
be though. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? She gets to be frank now.
Oh yeah.
I want
She
to see
can.
Mary's truth. I rather see hear Mary's truth
Yes.
It's coming. It's
than
coming. She said,
outward
No, I
things.
think that's the thing though. Mary can be very fickle because Mary will throw
Protect.
out hints,
Yeah.
but then for whatever reason, if she feels that heat coming on her, she closes up or she skirts around the issue
I want
because it's a
Janelle's truth
lot of
around that money.
Jeanette.
Janelle did all the
Well,
finances. Let her truth
I
come
do
out.
too
Let her talk about and
because
how she ended up with a small
zero.
apartment while they got a mansion. Let her tell
Right.
about that money.
That's true. I do. But see, but the thing is, no one has like even that should have been part of the tell all because that was a part of the storyline. Janelle said on multiple occasions that she's looked up now. She's 50 something years old or
Yup.
40 something years old. And she's looked through 18 years or 20 years and nothing is in her name. That part Suki could have instead because the thing was every question that was put to Janelle was really about someone else.
Yup.
No one asked Janelle
Yup.
about her life. How does it feel to
You took
have
that
your
right out
first
of my mouth. You
right?
took
How
that
does it
right
feel
out
to
of my
have
mouth.
your own apartment now? How does it feel to go, to at least have something in your name? What are the next steps you're going to do? Are you thinking about maybe getting a side house and renting it out? Like Janelle, talk to
What's
us.
the
How did it
relationship with the boys now? What's
correct?
going on with
They
Savannah?
never they never asked
They
Janelle
don't. They
about
never asked
her.
Janelle though. Janelle has never. She's always flown under the radar.
Correct.
Always.
It's always Janelle, what do you think of Robin's response to this? Janelle, what do you think of Cody's behavior towards Mary? Okay, well, Janelle, you know what I mean? Like, if it's sad that if they only think they can ask Janelle
About
about her
other
sex
people.
life, you know what I mean? Don't nobody want to see Janelle and Cody bump bellies. Don't nobody want to see that.
Oh, girl, not at all. Christine
nobody,
said in that
nobody want to
interview,
see.
she asked her about when Cody put you out of it, was said about he wasn't going to sleep in your bed. And how did she feel? She said they was only having sex 5 times a year anyway.
Oof.
Oh, I'm telling you, watch this interview. She said five
Oof.
times a year.
Oof. And I'd have put him out way after that.
God.
She said, and there had been no no kind of like intimacy because it wasn't even intimate. She said, in about 10 years. Hmm.
She said, Christine said Cody wasn't even looking at her. He just kept his eyes closed.
Exactly. And that was only 5 times a year.
I would say,
I'm telling you,
Christine
listen to
time.
that interview. I said, "Oh, Christine ain't holding back. She telling all the tea now."
But that's disgusting.
Yeah, it is.
That he will get mad that she wants to leave. It really makes that now to me just vulgar.
Yes.
That
Hmm.
that he would be mad at her because she wants to leave when you've only been with her 5 times out of 365
Five.
days.
She talks about how
That's
he would
just
spend
vulgar.
all, how he would only come at 6 o'clock in the evening on her days, and then he would get up and leave early morning to go to Robbins. And she said she cleaned out her whole garage for him, and she would sit there when they were in the cul-de-sac and watch him over at Robbins. And he said because Robin gave him room to work when she had cleaned out her whole garage for him, and he never came over there. But Robin cleaned out her garage, and he stayed over there working out of Robin's garage. That
Working what?
girl, it's so funny. She asked him that, what is Cody's job besides the show? And she said, I don't know. She said, you don't know what he does? She said, no, I don't know what he does.
What?
Yes. And we're going
Christine
to talk
said she
about
don't
this in
know
the
what his
membership
job is.
because I'm confused as to really what his job is. I
Now,
don't get
now
it.
she was his wife, and she said she didn't know. She said outside of the show, she didn't know what his job was. But I'm like, she sat up there and said all the times that she would watch him with Robin, all the stuff that he would do. And she said, even when her day was on a Saturday, she was like, it's a Saturday. He not working. Why can't he come over and spend during the day? She said he would still come at 6 p.m. even on a Saturday.
And
Then
even
why come?
right.
Exactly. That
Just
was
so
her
he can
feeling.
say he came.
And she said she can remember a day so vivid that she was in her bathroom. She said they had really big bathrooms when they were in Vegas, and he was like in the, I guess, the closet or something. She said, and he told her, well, you can leave anytime you want. That I won't give you a fight. I'll be amicable. That they will be friendly about it. And Christine said she would just remember being so hurt and so upset because she thought he wouldn't even fight for us. He basically told me I can leave anytime I wanted,
But you know
and
what I
that
find I
and they
find
would be cordial.
fascinating? What I find fascinating about that, right? The fact that you can tell three women who you are quote unquote spiritually married to, right? They are so indoctrinated in whatever
Supposedly
this
for
religious is,
eternity.
right? But they are so indoctrinated in you, or in whatever the lifestyle is, that you can tell somebody, if you go, I won't even fight it. I'll make it amicable. We don't have to make it amicable because I can go to the bank and pull my money out and I can leave. There is no division of property, sir. We don't have marital debt. And here's the thing, I would have, if I was Christine, I'd have ran up every piece of credit the month before and left
But
it
she
with him
couldn't
and
because they
Robin.
wasn't united.
Oh no, honey, if we talking marital debt, because see, I'd have ran up every credit that had his name on it. Baby, that would have been part of him and Robin's marital debt. I'd have cleared my money up out that bank. Well, number one, she was dumb for even putting her money anywhere because I'd have had my own self. That would have been our fight for 18 seasons. Why my money has never been in the family pot.
That's why I said
That would have
about
been
what
that would have been my
Robin didn't
storyline every
contribute any.
season.
I'd have said I'm gonna contribute some when Robin contributes some.
I would have said I ain't contributing shit until, as a matter of fact, I'll contribute, but it's gonna be some horse shit, is what I'm gonna contribute.
That is just, it's so vulgar.
And the fact is that you would be okay with someone being miserable, sitting on camera, right? A camera's coming in and out of your home. So every time the camera goes up, you have to somewhat fake
Somewhat.
a
They was faking
a
all the way. They need Oscars.
right,
from
a
the
happiness
begin.
from the beginning. From the beginning they was faking. But the fact that you relish in someone's misery of, and for whatever reason you turn that into them paying homage to you, or it's a test of their loyalty, or oh,
Nigga,
it
they
is
said that they
disgusting.
always had to do something to earn
Right.
Cody's love.
Well,
Ain't no
she'd
way
have
they
done better than
did.
me. She'd have done better than me, because I would have looked at Cody, and
Mhm.
said to him, since you want to get biblical, as the whale said to Jonah when he was standing on that rock, I'm not swallowing that. So ain't happening. I'm just, for me, I think because we live in the outside world, so it's
Mhm.
hard to us to understand that like that level of indoctrination, that level of a cult.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like to do that and to think that you are achieving something. Because here's the thing, if we really break it down, all of these men marry these women, have all of these children. These women go on welfare.
Mm.
Right.
These women get public assistance.
Right.
These women are really the ones who are getting more public assistance than quote unquote ghetto black women, or project living black women, because the amount of children that these women are having, these women are getting thousands in state aid. These women are getting thousands in home aid. These women are getting thousands in food stamps.
Absolutely. That's why I
And
said when you listen to this interview and hear how Christine talk about how she was indoctrinated in this faith, Heather asked her about did she was she born into polygamy, and she talked about her mother becoming getting into polygamy when she was 7 years old. Is when she got her second mom when she was seven. But she went into with Robin entering the family, and but I guess let me back up. How she thought about polygamy was it was the it wasn't about her and Cody being married and being a couple. He was just the husband. It was all about the family. And she said when Robin came in, Robin made a comment about her and Cody being a couple. And Christine said that really took her aback because she had never ever looked at it like that. She says, we don't do couples. And Robin was like, yeah, me and Cody is a couple, and you and Cody is a couple. And Christine said, no, we're not a couple. We're a family. We're a unit. And she says that's the way she had always thought about it. She says Robin opened her eyes because Robin told her, me and Cody is a couple. And Christine said that's not the way of polygamy. You're thought of as a unit, as a family, not as individual couples. But that all changed when Robin came on the scene.
it sure did. I think it probably changed before she came up
It
on the
did.
scene, because if you know what I mean, if we really want to talk, the fact that you not only would you melt down your wedding ring,
Mm-hmm.
but then
But
you
Robin
don't
was on the scene
tell,
when he did that. They just wasn't
right,
married
but
yet.
you don't tell the woman that you are physically married to, that you've met, and the way that you told her, the way you told her,
No, and your reasoning behind it.
and
I don't want
then
you to have
right,
no hold over
no
me.
hold on me, and for Mary,
So
and this is
vulgar.
why I
Just
stay
vulgar.
probably on her neck too.
Ugh.
I don't know anybody that would allow somebody to tell me I melted down my wedding ring because I didn't want you to have the last say or control over me. And you swallow that and go on about your business, Mary. You know what I mean? Like, where is your, and this is why it burns me that I don't want to think of her as illiterate or undereducated, but damn,
She said Cody was giving her hope.
what
Robin was
hope?
giving her hope. Well, Cody
There is
behind the
no,
scenes, keep in mind, like she said on their anniversary, he told them, let's have a clean start, a clean slate. Let's start over fresh on their 30th anniversary. And he strung her along for 2 more years and never
I don't,
started over.
I don't know. He just, it
She was
just,
holding on to anything that he gave her, any little piece of crumbs.
wait, somebody said, Christine said they had 3 or 4 women before the Robin interview for the family.
Yeah,
Also,
she
there were,
talks about
oh,
that.
that's right. Because
One
Sookie
of the
did
ladies
say,
he was engaged to, and he broke it off with her a week before the wedding.
oh, I would love
What?
that.
Yep, Cody broke it off with her a week before the wedding.
Somebody find her, because that's who we need to talk to
We
in the
sure
membership.
do.
I'm glad
Somebody
Christine
find who
told it
that
all in
sister
that
was.
interview.
Well, I'm gonna have to look at that interview so I can see what's going on. And if she's interviewing with her, I wonder who else she's gonna be interviewing with.
I
Because
don't know.
everybody got their different styles of interviewing, and you know what I'm saying?
I would love for Auntie to interview if Janelle would be actually
Oh,
open
I would
to it. I would
I would
love to
love it.
interview Janelle.
Y'all need to flutter. Y'all
I
need to
told I told you that's what I said, Auntie Janelle. We want to hear from
I,
Janelle.
flood
I
her
would,
and flutter Instagram. Y'all heard it. Give him the
I
call,
would,
Captain.
I
Give
would,
him the call. Tell him what to do. Flutter. Tell him you need to interview with me.
because I would be so tasteful. I wouldn't step on her neck, but I would ask, like, Janelle,
Captain, you
look.
would be acting a whole ass in the who are you think you fooling? They
I would
said
be,
we wouldn't nobody get to say nothing in the comment section but Captain.
I would be very gentle. I would
I
say,
have to
Janelle,
say, Janelle, please don't read the comments. Don't look at the
because because we would have to start from when you got your real estate license. Explain to me how you had nothing in your name. Explain that to me. Please explain to us how many people's names were on the bank accounts. You
Even
know
if
what I
they were
mean?
right,
Like,
if only Cody could go get money out,
right,
they can put it, they can make deposits, but they couldn't make withdrawals.
right. You know what
Only
I mean?
Cody.
Janelle, why were your children only eating stale bread
She
when
said bread and butter.
who
Robin's
did
children?
that?
When she said she was worried about putting bread and butter on the table, she didn't say that was all they was eating, but that was her
Because
comment.
I'm just because, like, my instinct would be, and I would
Mhm.
think any mother. I'm not a mother. I've never plan on being one. But I would think if you're watching this man feed another woman's children, and she in the house next door to you, how do you not run over there and just clear out her kitchen? I would
But didn't
just
they say something about Robin would tell the kids don't come and eat her food?
right.
Oh yeah.
So it was so for me it's like I would really love the lady's opinion of, like, Janelle,
Mm.
when did it click for you? Did it click for you when Christine called you out on the fact that Cody wants you to come and interrupt your time to cater to him when he doesn't do the same thing back? Is that when it clicked? Because, or did it click when he was trying to divide a wedge between you and your children? Because it appears as though he hasn't really been successful in dividing that wedge, but you still,
Yeah.
because follow me, the minute you would have told my children or said to me to tell my children that they need to, whether you were joking, you thought about it later. But the point is, you said for them to apologize to Robin first, and then they can come back into the fold. Sir, I would never speak to you again. I would never allow my children to go and apologize to an eyebrow wearing bitch who came into this marriage with debt that we had to pay for.
Yeah.
You must be
Yeah.
out your mind. I
It's
would
just
never
unbelievable.
have my children
It's just
apologize to
vulgar.
a woman who doesn't work, yet she gets a nanny and a maid that bring COVID all through the house. But you mad at my children who are in their 20s that want to be out and about, because that's what these young kids did. They didn't give a shit about COVID like that. Um, they was out doing whatever. But
Yeah.
mm-mm. Cody to me actually reminds me of somebody from 2012 who I know. And it was always, I'm the victim. It's always me. Um, I don't understand why this is happening. Oh, you're trying to attack my character. I didn't do anything. And I was just like, no, bitch, I got to get up out of here. But it's for me, it's baffling because to be on a show for 18 seasons and you don't have no money. Because you know, Janelle, I don't care how much of a friendship you and Christine have, you got to feel some sort of way because you're watching this other woman who was in the house with you.
Mm.
She took her winnings. She then gave away her winnings back.
Who?
Well, when I say gave them back, she gave them back to Cody so she can be released from everything.
Okay.
And then Christine is driving up and down the highway, renting houses, renting balloons, getting food. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, you have to feel some type of way, Janelle, that Christine is doing all of this. And you are just now somewhat getting started because you don't really have anything until now the show is pretty much done and over. So what's your next trick bag? Are we going to
Yes.
watch Janelle go at it alone? Are we going to see
She said she
Janelle?
would never get back with Cody and that she could see herself dating again in the future, but not now.
Yeah, she
Well,
said she
dating,
ain't interested now.
right? But dating can be, you know, I mean, we don't have to be no serious. But the cameras could follow me as I go out to eat with somebody. The cameras could follow me
She
as I
don't want to
take.
go out to eat with nobody, but Mary says she ready.
First of all,
I
Mary
don't
don't
think
have to.
Mary's attractive at
She's
all.
not. But there's somebody for her. If
That's
you
true.
could get around that nose and the hair
And the lying.
and the
And the
lying,
backpedaling and pussy popping
the
because she
backpedaling.
backpedals all
If
the
you
time.
can, yeah, because if you can get around somebody who will typically not express their emotions until 40 years later, then you'll be fine. But I have a
Nobody's gonna
feeling,
be interested in Janelle by the time she get ready.
right?
Exactly.
It's
Well, we
gonna
could,
show up
it
in the
could
sun,
be,
man.
or it could be maybe, you know, Janelle gets a gastric sleeve and we watch her like slim down.
Well, she can't do that because she sell plexus and she's supposed to is supposed to lose weight with it. McKelty lost a lot of weight. Christine lost a lot of weight. Janelle ain't lost an ounce.
Right.
Janelle don't want to lose
I
weight
don't think
because
Janelle
Janelle
want
like
to lose weight.
snacking at night. She like snacking at night.
Janelle always gonna have the spirit of a big bitch, no matter what.
Yes, indeed. And the thing
But you know what I
about
mean?
it is she's beautiful that way.
She, yeah, but then I think she would be, and I hate to say this, so people y'all can light me up in the comments, but she got to get,
Uh-uh.
but she got to get some of that front stomach off of her.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I
big.
do too. I do too.
She got to get some of that front
Yeah,
stomach
but
off of her.
Auntie, hers is a different shape. Hers is
Yeah,
almost, you know how you see some men and they have a real big, what they call it, a beer belly.
Yeah, the
She
hard
got,
belly.
yeah,
yeah, she got that kind of belly.
Oh, she
yeah.
do?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
she
it
be resting
appears
her
as though
arms
it
on top of it.
correct. It
Haven't
the minute, yeah,
haven't you
because
seen she sit and rest her arms on top of her belly all the time?
right.
That's her pose.
I don't even think Janelle can cross her legs. I don't even think she can put her knees together. So I could only imagine
Not your
how
head,
you,
shoulder, knees, and toes.
because I can only imagine when you get in the shower how much you got to lift up to really,
Kevin,
to really scrub up under that stomach.
I have to lift mine. I got a
The,
fupa.
Yeah,
the nooks and crannies. Yeah.
right, right. But I'm sure you're not. Yeah, but I'm sure you're not out of breath after you lift
And I
them up.
don't like it. I don't like it, but I mean, I gotta,
Yeah, but yours is You get what I'm saying? Like
it
yours
is.
is manageable.
Some of it
I
is
gotta,
'cause when you get pregnant and you lose that muscle, that inner muscle, and stuff like that.
yeah.
I've already been told because I've done a consultation that has to be repaired, right?
Mhm.
So it doesn't make a difference how many sit-ups and all of that kind of stuff that I do, that won't be repaired. That they have to go in and surgically repair those muscles.
And I think with Janelle they would have to
Yeah, because she's
because
had six some
she
kids.
has, and them kids are big. Them some big boys that she
And I
pushed out.
know she did that. She has to have that surgically done.
Right. So she would have to get some sort of sleeve or stomach
Mhm.
staple. And then on top of that, I'm assuming they would have to cut some of that
Can
skin
we
off.
just go in on the wide of woman's mouth?
But to say he don't got it. He don't got deep into it.
But he,
Yes,
because, well, because it's like, it doesn't move. Like
yes.
we've never seen her lose weight. We've seen Christine lose weight. We've seen Mary lose some weight. Robin has actually gained weight, but she's still wearing them crystalite jeans. Because I think Robin just got one outfit and a bunch of um
Jackie.
Flower tops,
yeah,
a
flower
bunch
top.
of flower tops.
Yeah, I think she
I
got one
saw a
pair of
comment
pants.
somebody made about Robin and the bouquet of the wedding
Right.
bouquet that she just got to take a few of her tops and roll them up together, all them flower tops.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't see where
It
her
makes her,
outfits
it
have
ages
changed.
her though. And she doesn't understand that ages her. Them flower tops, they age you.
Yeah.
Her face is aging her. Auntie, she's not aging gracefully.
No, she's not.
Because Robin looked like the type of girl that wear like capri pants with those tops all the time.
She looks older than Christine to me.
Yeah.
Christine looked like she like Benjamin Button. She going backwards. She's like she getting younger.
Yeah, but
Because
That's
Christine got to deal with them daggone war lines on her forehead because
yeah, she
she
got a
got some
lot of them.
yeah,
very big
yeah.
Yeah.
war lines on her
Yeah, she
forehead.
gotta clean them up.
Yes, she does.
She gonna
Botox
they gonna
them, something, scrape them
yeah.
down. Use some of the stuff that I do.
But you know what I also thought was interesting? And I don't know how you all feel about this. When Suki asked her about the wedding, and she was like, "Oh, I invited blah blah blah. I even invited Cody's mom." And I was like, "Bitch, why would you do that?"
And his family, and not just the mom, the whole
Yeah,
damn
his family.
Right.
Because
Like
she
the
close
why?
whole
if she
family.
close with them and she got a relationship, why not?
Ugh,
I
here's the
think it's in
thing.
poor taste. I think
I
it's
think
in
it's in
poor
poor
taste.
taste. I think it's important because if I'm not, here's
Definitely
the thing.
think that
If
was
I'm
in
not rocking with your son, there is no need for me
to make you
outside of
feel uncomfortable.
to make you a part
Mm-mm.
of anything that is me related. Now, the children, if the children get married or they have a baby or there is some sort of thing, that I would understand you
Oh, I don't
inviting her
agree with
to.
that. Because I
But
think her relationship with his family is her relationship with his family. They have their own relationship outside of her and Cody. I would hate to
mm-mm.
think like my ex. I mean, I'm friends with members of his family. I mean, one of my niece is like in the divorce. She like, I'm coming with you, and pretty much she like, I'd rather have you than my own biological uncle. And she
Mm-mm.
adopted my new husband as her uncle. It's
I
like,
think I'm
No.
getting ready to adopt you. I think I need you and your husband to adopt me too, though, man.
So,
so
I
I
don't know.
get
I
it.
need to be adopted because I need to be going to Tokyo with just 2 weeks notice. Like I need to be adopted, damn it. And I don't think that you can ever age out of adoption.
Then you
No.
remember that horrible show, Adult Adoptions? Don't mention
Oh
it.
yeah, they took that all.
Yeah, they
Thank
took
God.
because it
That was
was
a horrible
scammers.
show. It
It
That
was
was a
a
bunch of
was.
horrible show.
scammers. They was out here scamming.
But
They was out
TLC
there.
was pushing the line. They was trying to push it, and they was like,
Yeah,
"Oh hell no, this unacceptable."
Yeah, a
but
couple
it was
couple of shows they bring. I thank God that they back up off of them. It's like, okay, nah, you went too far. Thank God the public say that's too much. That and
Kim,
that.
okay, let me type it in here because I found it while Pam was talking. So they want to know what channel it is. I'm not gonna put the link because I don't do links in my
Oh,
comment,
Heather McDonald.
but I'm a tell you where it is. Hold on for 1 second because I pulled it up. Because as soon as we go down, I'm going up on that sucker.
now. Are you allowed, like, if we're behind the paywall, like, if you wanted to, like, stream the interview and we like discuss it piece by piece, are you allowed to do that as a YouTuber?
As long as I reach out to Heather.
Okay.
And I have
Oh,
done that with and I think Juicy Scoop because she's been doing
yeah.
interviews for a long time. I don't think she ever has had an issue with saying yes.
I was just going to say, there's a couple of other bloggers who've been doing that. Not with live people, but they played the interview and commented on it along the way.
Right. Like
Yeah,
that
you
would be
can.
fun
But she
in the
has a right
membership.
though because the out we have a column and it will pick up, and she will be able to say yay or nay. But what I have done, even with Don Naughty, and a couple of other people, I will contact them and just ask so that if it comes up, because it's going to come up that we've copyrighted, that it's a
Hmm.
possible copyright, she can just say, okay, fine, right? I
Right.
don't ever try to
Because I
take no
think,
stuff
because I
like that.
got a chance, because I'm off work until the 8th of January, and I was fiddling around on my iPad, and I saw some of your older stuff, right?
Yeah,
And I love the one, like you did quite a few for a while, where you would, I think you had live stream, or you had replayed like the trial of, oh boy, that was the 90-day guy that was beating
yeah,
up the
yeah,
women. And I think you had did, like I was like, oh, that's really cool, because at least
yeah.
then you
You
can
can do
comment
it with
in
But
real
that's
time.
public because that's on TV. That was on TV, his trial.
and even if you stream it on YouTube, you can do news. You can do news, reporting and crime,
Hmm.
but you can't just take her interview that she's trying to get paid off of and just use it willy-nilly. People do it and they take the hit for it, but I've been around too long to disrespect her
Right.
like that, right? I would reach out to her. And if I find it, if it's something, because she has what 138,000, so she has a YouTube advisor too, right? So I would always I respect people's
Because
hustles.
I think that would be fun behind the membership to like see that.
I
Um,
think so too. I agree. But I'm definitely, does she have an Instagram? Yeah, she got an
she
Instagram.
got to.
Because that's
Something.
where she started. I think that's where Heather started. And then she came to YouTube.
Or we do like, because we're doing the back
There
episodes.
she is.
So like pick a few back episodes
Yeah, she
and we
started it.
live
She has
comment on them.
360,000 subscribers on Instagram and only 132,000 on YouTube. And I thought that she started off on Instagram. She was an Instagrammer at first, and then
Hmm.
she was a podcast, and then she came to YouTube.
Oh, okay. But have you all noticed
I'm reaching out to her now.
now that we're doing rewatches, are you all like me watching body languages,
Yeah,
watching how they sit on the couch
Oh
together?
yeah.
And I went back and watched the behavior scene, the one where they took the test. And you see the camera. So the ladies got the test, and you see the camera somewhat at Robin because her face is stuck in that paper, right? Like you see her
You
physically
mean the
read
test that she say she didn't
that
take?
she didn't take, and you see her face like just stuck on the fact that this paper is reading back all the things she doesn't believe she is
She said Christine must have answered it for her. And Cody
for
said,
her.
"Yeah, Christine did it, and Christine don't know Robin at all."
Right. So I don't know her, but I knew her. I knew her enough to know that she likes to keep drama. And then she was so scared about what was going to happen in the next phase of the counseling, she faked sick. Because if you notice, when Cody says, oh, Robin wasn't feeling well, clearly something had happened behind the scenes that we didn't know about at the time because Christine is standing behind him and I watched her face. And you see on her face, Christine's like, you a whole ass lie. She ain't no more sick. You trying to protect her. But it's interesting. It's like you're just rewatching, like, but I can't wait till we get into the catfish episodes.
You're not looking forward to any of the specials coming up, the talk back, or
I
where we began. And just so
I
you
would
know,
like
it's
to
not
see.
just Sundays. They're all 2-part episodes. They come on Fridays and Sunday. It come on this Friday, the 22nd, and then Christmas Eve.
Well, I hope that the talk back. I hope
Damn
they
it.
don't. I hope they don't edit it down to
So how do
where
I let her see this
we
then?
leave confused. Like I want to hear Mary do a lot of talking
Yeah, that's
because
what I said.
Mary, I want you to because you really got to explain yourself. You got to explain it to my comfortability that you were really this victim.
She
You
talked
got to.
about it a little bit on her, Friday with Friends. And she talked a little bit about it, how she just stayed in a marriage longer than she should have, and she not the first person to do that.
Where is this Friday with friends? So maybe I need to jump on that.
Oh, that's married. She's on Instagram, Friday with Friends. Her and her friend Jen do every Friday. Oh, they just get on there and just laugh and talk silly every
Yeah,
single
but do
Friday.
they? But do they really answer real?
No,
Like, okay,
no. It ain't about sister wives. They don't even always mention sister wives. They just happened to lately because when she talking about this worthy up, and she had several friends on there, not just her and Jen as usual. She had her sister and a couple of cousins and some other people, and they all had on the worthy up T-shirts. Whatever this thing she brand, I hear she's copyrighted worthy up.
because I feel like if they would, I feel like Mary would block me after one question.
I
She
think
would totally block me.
make sure you out there though, Kevin, to ask your question because you just never know. But I reached out to her, says that her account does not take messages, so that may be why people was playing her stuff and taking the risk because
Oh,
there's no way of you getting in contact with her. I just sent her a message, and it did not go through.
oh,
Uh,
So that's probably why people using her content without, you know what I'm saying, without her
yeah,
permission. And
because the two big sister wives bloggers, and they've been played it. That's and they put a link to the whole video in the bottom of their thing, and that's what made me. I went and listened to the interview, but they played the whole interview.
yeah, I'm gonna have to go listen to it.
yeah, but you can copyright strike the dude out of that. And
Correct,
it's not worth it. It's not worth it to get shut down for taking somebody's stuff. But they have a different persuasion too.
correct.
Um,
Right.
you see, I
So
ain't even have to mention no. We ain't have to mention no names. I know you knew.
there's some things that they allowed to do that I TLC or Sharp Entertainment have never allowed me to do. They get me instantly. And they do it on a consistent basis. They don't speed it up or slow it down. They get to do stuff that some of us don't
Right.
get to.
Correct. Mm, mm, mm.
So we ain't even gonna go there. I'll try to find another way to reach out to her.
Because that would
Um,
be fun. That would
it would
actually
be.
be.
It
That
would
would be
be.
fun to
Yeah,
do.
it was a good interview. I have to say.
It would be. And she said it was her dream come true on her Instagram. But
Oh, nice.
she's not accepting any, and I don't want to put it down in her comment section, right? And
Mhm.
she embarrassed me in front of everybody. But I would love to I would love to do that and listen to it because as soon as we get off of here, I'm playing it. I want
Yeah,
to see it for
because I
myself.
have. Yeah, because that would be funny. Um, because Christine, at this point now, I do like this Christine more than I like the frumpy,
And she said
always
that.
crying
Oh, she
Christine.
talked about in the interview how her and David they cracked up at her the wedding dress she wore when she married Cody. David asked her, "What was you thinking?" She like that frumpy wedding dress,
Yeah,
and she said Cody didn't care nothing about what she wore when they got married. but yet he picks out Robin's dress. And now Robin rewriting history, talking about Cody didn't pick out her dress, that she brought it out and she wore it out, and Cody said that he liked that one, but she said she picked her dress. She bought. I'm like, now it was on the show
It
that
was on the
Cody picked
show.
her dress. Cody said it. You never refuted it. Now all of a sudden she
Please
talking
don't do
about.
that, Wendy Smith. Wendy Smith, that's going to cause me issues with those women. So while you both you want to put it in there, don't cause any confusion with me any with them. If you can remove that for me, Wendy, because if I remove it, Wendy, it's gonna cause you to be blocked. Please take that out of my chat. Is Ray Dallas still here to take that comment out?
She said it's handle.
The names of.
Yeah, you can't do stuff like that between content creators. Like that
Oh,
that causes issues, unnecessary issues for my black ass.
That's why I ain't say the names, but
right.
I
No,
knew
you
that they
didn't.
both.
No, you didn't. You didn't. You didn't. But anyway, on that note, I'm gonna end this live. It is
Yeah.
11:16 tomorrow, y'all. I got my transcript done, so tomorrow I'll be able to come out and do oh my god
You still
1,000.
finna do thousand? Oh, I was gonna say you finna do 1,000 pound sister still tonight.
I was gonna do it tonight, but it's 11:15, so I've already rescheduled it because when I don't come out on time, people be don't they don't appreciate that at all. And I'm gonna do that at 90 Day Fiance. Did y'all watch 90 Day Fiance the
Yes.
other way?
Yes, I did,
Yeah,
honey.
the
Did,
tell
did,
all.
did Danielle drag Shekinah? Oh
She
no,
went on. She went for her neck. She
she
stood. She
dragged
not only
her
did she
ass.
go for her, not only did she go for her neck, she stood on her neck, broke it, put it back together, and re-broke it again.
Yeah, and Shekinah
Because
walked off and said she didn't care nothing about none of what they thought. She is in
Yes,
a
she did.
happy
Yes,
relationship.
she did. Or she would have stood there with Danielle and went 10 toes down to the ground, and it bothered the hell out of her when she got
yeah,
up
it
out of
did.
it.
Because Danielle ate her up.
Yes, she did.
Because Danielle
But
was
you knew
like,
it was
"Bitch,
coming because even when they were on stage, Danielle said, "Oh, that's right. They have a perfect relationship. They're the perfect couple." So you knew that Danielle was
yeah,
gunning for her ass.
yeah."
Danielle was coming.
Because the interesting thing was the only part I agreed with Shakana somewhat about was the Wayne situation when Wayne was like, "Look, I was sitting on the phone with this woman for 2 and 3 and 4 hours, and it was depressing. It was down. It was just." And I was like, I could agree. Nobody, especially in the distance that they are, right? We're not talking from New York to Connecticut. We talking wherever that girl is to him in South Africa. We talking time zone differences. You've been at work all day. Oh, wait a minute. That's right. Wayne, you don't have a job. So you ain't doing nothing all day. So maybe you should be listening to that. But he should be also listening to something to uplift him to get a job, make some money. But I agree. Don't nobody want to sit on the phone with somebody for 3 hours every day and hear
Yeah,
your sad song.
crying ass self. That
Yeah,
nigga would sit out there and have advice and ask questions about somebody else's. Like, it's the
right,
audacity for me.
right. And then the people that they chose to really give advice, you letting Andre give advice, who
They
Oh,
need
still
girl,
to
doesn't,
have
who
you
no,
doesn't
put
have a
out
job,
there.
yeah,
who
but to
doesn't have a
have
job,
Andre and
Andre,
what's the one
Kalani,
that went to the man in South Africa? Shit, I can't even think of her name. She, she,
Tanya,
Sinjin.
Tanya and Sindra.
yes,
Yeah, because
yes,
I think
she
because isn't
contributed absolutely zero.
How she pays for
Kalani
the food.
yeah
and Kalani, they had the only
Kalani
one that
girl.
even got in, that even was really Tim, because Tim was over there like the peanut gallery,
Right.
you know.
In that god awful outfit. Did Tim have weight loss surgery or something? Because his middle portion body is just off.
The stuff Kevin
Wait a
noticed.
minute. Let me tell y'all why Kevin is on the body. Let me just show y'all Kevin the body, okay? So that y'all can get sometimes. Let me go to his Instagram page and find a picture where he's not naked or ass out. So hold on for a minute, because I'm gonna have to scroll through his stuff for a long time to find one. Hold
It should
on.
be the third one. I encourage people to work out during this
He
holiday
even he
season.
even know the third picture. That's shame when he got to tell you go to the third picture. That's when you said to find one that he's not ass out.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, some of it I'd be like, oh, child, he has some bells ringing or something. Hear
Yes.
the bells ringing. Da, 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 da. I said, what the? I said, I ain't gonna be able to look at this. Okay, so y'all, this is Kevin. This is y'all
What
coming
about?
cousin, Kevin.
Okay, Kevin. At least, like you say, he got clothes on.
Yeah.
In
Okay.
this one,
Got
but
my
if you
arms out.
swipe left,
No, the next one is clean.
it okay. The next,
Yeah, next
well,
one's
I
clean.
don't know. These shorts is a little questionable, but
Next one is clean.
Okay, Kevin works out.
Yeah.
yeah, that's what. Look, Lisa, listen, dang, Kevin. Well, honey, let me tell you, those are PG. Kevin stuff be X. I be like, oh,
That's on Instagram.
Yeah. I
oh,
just
honey.
have a little fun on Instagram.
Yes, he has a lot of
What's your
fun.
And
What's your Instagram, Kevin?
It's a lot of
it's
next level underscore Kevin.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a little fun time.
It's not little fun.
Yeah.
Okay. There's nothing little about Kevin's fun. When it comes up, you have to look for caution. After a while, they're gonna be putting disclaimers on his stuff.
No, because I show my travel, I show what I eat. Um,
Yeah, he does. He
you know
does.
what I mean? Like most of the time, the dirty pictures, I've had a couple of drinks or I'm bored. I'm bored. Yeah.
You gotta proceed with caution.
Yeah.
But I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming up. I appreciate it. Have y'all noticed that the cousins have been loving y'all in the they've been loving y'all.
Oh,
Oh, I appreciate. I
I don't know if
actually
yes.
y'all don't go back and read the comments.
You
no,
know, I'll go back to a video once we leave. I
They
was
no,
here.
love y'all. They love y'all.
no. I don't.
Well,
Well,
thank you,
one,
cousins.
thank you. I appreciate it. But two, I also hate the sound of my voice on
Kevin,
a
bye.
recording. But
You need to hear mine.
no,
I
yours
just
is nice
no,
to
that's
be
why
able
I
to
don't go
smooth.
back. But I don't go back in because I can't stand how it sounds.
Really?
But
Oh, I
I
never
read the
think about it.
comments. I read the comments from my app, right? I read it
mm,
from my studio. I don't read it from me going back and listen to my own video. I cannot do it.
but
No.
but no, this is I enjoy. It's like a cool. It's what 40 degrees here. It's a cool night. I'm actually in pajamas. Fireplace is going. I got a little house on the prairie in the background. I'm having. I found this new drink. One
That
of my
little house on the prairie.
yeah, because I'm looking for the black people here. I'm
On
waiting to
Little
see
House on the
one.
Prairie. Did
Yeah,
you
I'm
find
waiting.
Welcome to Plathville.
Right.
Because are there any black people on Plathville?
Yeah, because Kim, that one black lady, Kim
Oh,
got a
one.
black friend after the divorce. But see, because the black woman bought her shop, bought her ballet place,
Well, I
and
don't
turned it
watch it.
into a
I was just gonna say I don't know nothing
she
about it.
turned
I
into
don't
a
watch it.
she turned into an apothecary. So she sell like shirts and bangles and stuff. And so she and Kim became friends. And the conversation was around because Kim wanted her advice because she was a divorced woman who then had to introduce her children to her new husband. So yeah, Kim has a black friend.
Okay, whoever Kim is.
That's the
All
wife.
right.
That's the one she ran over that baby.
Pam, they are
That's
saying have a safe trip.
yeah,
Enjoy your
Tokyo.
trip. Safe
Tokyo.
Thank
travels.
you.
Yeah, Tokyo is going to be fun. I hope you get to go on the bullet train or do the bullet train.
Okay.
Um, Also, I recommend if you get a chance, there's a zoo, the zoo that's there. They
I
actually
saw that, but it's going to be in the 50s.
right, but the zoo is fun, 'cause especially if you go at night, because they do this thing where like they let the animals be in their own behavior because normally you wouldn't see a lion in its best way except at night. Um, Make sure if you can get a samurai sword and a kimono and have them measure you for a kimono. It is the
Mm.
most thrilling experience. And if I can
Oh,
remember, there is a restaurant in, damn, where was that restaurant? I have to go back and look it up because I think I still got the menu. But there's a restaurant there that is phenomenal and it serves 16 courses.
what? Who couldn't even eat that much?
But they're small. They're like small,
They
but by
bite
the
on
yeah, but by like the 11th or 12th course, you're full. But the funny thing is, it's this you don't know what you're getting until they explain it, right? And then they match a sake with it, and
it.
then the
Yeah,
food that's
I don't do the sake.
well, you can get wine too, but the sake is better. But
Yeah.
the way they introduce the food to you, it's these elaborate kind of things. So like um there was, and I don't know, they probably changed the menu, but there was this egg dish. But it was a half of a boiled egg. They
Mm.
scooped it out and they pureed the inside to where it was almost like a deviled egg, but they put Petrosian beluga caviar on top. But it's
Mm.
served to you in a um, Fabergé egg. It's a fake Fabergé egg, but it's that's how it's presented in a Fabergé egg. Then there's one with like lip. I mean, it is a phenomenal experience. But
Okay.
honey, but honey, that bullet train is everything.
Yeah, I'm sure we're going to go on the
And
train.
and the interesting thing is that in Tokyo, if you do public transportation, one, be prepared to be stared at.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
heard
If
that.
My husband's best friend since birth
yeah,
moved to Tokyo 25 years ago.
yeah,
So we have somebody that's there.
yeah, be prepared to be stared at. There is no real personal space. Number two, and the third thing is, um, I don't know if you all are going outside of the city to kind of some of the rural areas or that's not really big name. It is very interesting because these people have never seen somebody black in their life.
Well, that's what I was saying, but that's what my husband's best friend, who's from Ghana,
Hmm.
so obviously
But see
black,
there
that
but
he lives there.
it may be different, and I think you will notice the difference because a lot of times there, for whatever reason, if you are of African descent, meaning you know what I mean, you've come from the continent, right?
Right.
You will notice because we had a when we went or when I went, we had one of the people that was in the group because I did this. It was a singles, and this is maybe 4 or 5 years ago. It was a singles group where you travel around the world kind of thing. And one of the guys was from Port Elizabeth, which is in South Africa, and he was full on African guy. And you definitely, as a black man, you definitely understood the difference in treatment. I remember we were staying at a very nice hotel and we walked in, they took our luggage and they speak to you. And the minute he opened his mouth, you saw the difference in the behavior. When I opened my mouth, they opened the floodgates. It was a definitely, you can definitely tell because one, they try to see if you are American black or African. And once they discover you're American, it's a different tone and a different kind of behavior and favoritism that they give. And they get
Meaning
right
that
up in your face.
they
You get
treat the
treated.
African descent better than Americans.
No, they treat the American blacks better.
Oh,
Yes, because the Africans, for whatever reason, even in Europe, they do that too. But for whatever reason, they don't want them there. They do not want them there. I don't care how much money they bring over there, how much intelligence, even if they went and studied in the UK and came back, they do not want them there at all. And so you will notice if you and the friend, if you all are just out and about, or if you're even just doing some random shopping, let him go by himself and just try it. You will notice a grave difference between how they treat him individually versus how they would treat you. Now, if you all are together, they will treat you all kind of the same because you're an American with him, but you will definitely notice the difference.
okay. I mean, don't get me wrong. My husband's friend kind of says that he
Mhm.
was married to a Japanese, and unfortunately, she passed away like 6 years ago due to cancer. And he was going to move back to Ghana because he was saying of the prejudice there.
Yeah, it is. They will, because one thing they do, they watch you. And the thing is about the Japanese people or
Right.
Asian culture in general, they stare, and it's not like you know how you like you'll stare at somebody, but the minute they make eye contact, you may look away. Them motherfuckers stare at you.
Okay, that was how you really feel, Kevin.
Yeah, they stare at you, and they stare at you hard. And
Okay, I
especially when
just
you
tried
get
to go to
into
bed.
yeah, when you get into the towns and that's not big, they it's definitely different. But it's a fun experience. You will have different food. Desserts are incredible. Bento boxes and stuff that you know what I mean. And everything
Yes,
there is so modernized to where you don't really honestly, as long as you have your Apple Pay, you could really walk around with no wallet and just tap your phone everywhere.
and
Um,
that's what I asked my husband. What do I need to go get out the bank? Are we going to convert money over? Are
I
we
would
going to use a card? Yeah, because
if you
that's how
do,
Dubai last year. I preferred to use a card everywhere
mhm,
because then the bank
they
they
transfer it at the
transfer,
time.
and
Yeah,
they give you a better rate when
correct.
they
And I would
convert it.
suggest if you do get cash, I wouldn't get cash over here. I would wait till you get over there, not necessarily in the airport, but once you are in Tokyo proper, outside of the airport, if you find an ATM and maybe you have either a great rate on your credit card, even though it's a cash advance technically,
Oh,
and you
I ain't
have a
doing
rate,
that.
or you know, you can use your bank card too, whichever one you choose. I would go you know what I mean, within the city limits to get cash that
Yeah,
way.
I figure my husband's friend Peter, he'll know. Like
Yeah,
when we go to Africa, we know where the black market is
right.
to convert and get the better exchange
Yeah,
rate.
because even when I go to Europe or any place, if I do get cash, I get cash when I'm over there, and then whatever I don't use, I may apply it to the hotel, but I keep some as a little treasure trove or whatnot. But yeah, it's gonna be I'm telling you, it's gonna be a fun experience. And the flight is nice and long, and you can rest and drink and rest some more.
My husband nor I drink. My husband is Muslim. He's never tasted alcohol in his
Oh,
life. In
oh,
his life,
well,
he
good
said
for
it will
him.
never. He said it will never touch his lips.
Good for him.
Good for
I
him.
salute to him, but I can't.
And I've just never been a drinker.
That's
So
good. Yeah, but the tea. There's a beautiful. They do wonderful tea ceremonies.
yes, I
Um,
want to do that.
um, if you get to,
Well, next
and I
time y'all
can.
go somewhere, you need to tell me so I can hop
Right.
on.
It's a wonderful.
And I'm
It's
gonna
a
get those
wonderful experience.
adoption papers to you by next week.
Yes, okay.
I know, but no, you'll have a wonderful. I promise you, you'll have a wonderful time to where you'll be like in awe of like
Okay. Okay. Well, hey, I'm
Well,
looking
Kevin, we
forward to
getting
it.
off of here, Kevin.
Yes.
Yes.
Because
It's
Pam
bedtime.
is way past her
Yes,
bedtime.
You know
yeah.
that's right. You know that's right. It's past my bedtime. I gotta work in the morning.
Yeah.
I love
All right. Well,
y'all.
ladies, thank you.
We
Have a good
love you
night.
too, Auntie. Thank
Thank
Have a
you
good
you.
night.
too.
Always enjoy discussing sister wives. Listen to the interview and go to sleep.
I will.
All right. Good
All
night,
right. Have a good
cousins.
night. Good
Merry
night.
Christmas.
Merry
Merry
Christmas. Happy
Christmas.
New
I
Year.
forgot that. Happy
Yeah, because she's
Christmas.
gonna be
Merry
gone to
Christmas.
Tokyo, so we ain't gonna get a chance to
Right.
say Merry
I'll be back. You know I'll be over there. My phone work wherever I go. You might see me on the video, on the live or
I
something.
know that's right.
Okay.
All right.
So,
Have a good night, you all.
Night
all
night.
right. Good night. Bye.
I want to recognize my super chat. So thank you so much, Charlotte Bay, for the $5 super chat. She said, "Read Auntie, you always keep it a buck 100. You're a queen. I love you. You're a queen as well." Thank you so much, Wendy Smith, for the $4 super sticker. I appreciate you, sis. You didn't have to do it, but you did. Hey, Trey. She has been a member. God, Trey, you've been with me that long for 46 months. Why doesn't her nose run when she cries? What a faker. Amen to that. Okay. You know, I ain't never thought about that, but thank you so much, Scorpion 11, for the $9.99 super chat. She says, "Can we talk about Christine keeping it 100 in regards to Robin? Wanting to meet her face to face and tell her to go and be happy with Cody." She said, "Girl, it's never going to happen." Oh, okay, that must be on the interview that I'm getting ready to look at. Thank you so much, Boo, for the $9.99 super chat. I appreciate you, Scorpion. Thank you so much, Kirby. JM for the 13 for the $9.99 super chat. Love this panel and you, Auntie, showing love from Southeast. What's up? What's up? Some Southeast. Stay safe and warm. Love you, Auntie. Oh, how y'all be doing that? I be trying to do that. I don't never do it right. Okay, is it right? Let me see. Because I be seeing people do that. I think that's it. Thank you so much, Boo. So this. Okay, so this. But I love you all so much. Thank you all so much for being here. Let us know downtown in the comments section what you think about this episode of Sister Wise. Thank you, Ray Della, for hanging with me tonight. We got to do it all over again tomorrow. Love y'all. And until we meet again.